Alright, I'm in my tent, and over the course of the night, somebody or someone, something, covered my tent in sage. This is some crazy shit. I need to stack up all of our gear right there outside of my tent. This is some freaky ass shit. I see one footprint, kinda. Alright, I woke up. I'm a little freaked out. All of this stuff was over there when I went to bed. This bush did not look like that. And those bushes were all over my tent while I was sleeping. My tent was encapsulated in this brush. There's a footprint right here. Really can't see it too well, but there's a footprint there. And there's little bare footprints all over the camp. But all of this stuff was moved. It was over there, and now it's here outside of my tent. Everything's stacked up like this. I did not do this. There's more footprints. This is some weird, wild, wacky shit. All of the branches are broken off. Broken in half. And then put over there in the tent. But like these branches are cut. Obviously you can see that those are cut. These are broken and ripped. And then they're put all over my tent. Trying not to walk all over the footprints, but you can see drag marks. Branches. Like, Sasquatch may have wanted to end you, or he could do that on his own, but there's a hatchet. But, man. And I didn't hear a damn thing. Not a damn thing. All this stuff was on my tent. The front was completely covered. It's crazy. This was behind my tent. This is in Pleasant Valley Campground in Bishop, California. On the other side of these hedges is a little river, stream. Not a stream, it's bigger than a stream. Creek. But if you come down here, which I did many times before, you can tell that there's a game trail here. And I thought all this was done by fishermen. But there's big patches of brush just laid down. Like back over in here. It's all flat. Just laid down. But there's no like river access or anything like that. It's all matted down. Wow, I'm speechless. So this is what's perplexing to me, because these branches right here are the ones that ended up over there and all over my tent. But some of them are clearly broken, like that. That's broken. But then this one's broken too, but it's got a cut mark. And like that one's broken, but it looks like it's starting with a cut mark. This one's broken. These other ones are just broken. But that looks like it's cut. That's broken. That is cut. And all of this is fresh. That one's broken. It's cut. And this bush was like this already when we got here. And this bush wasn't like that until last night. The footprints came from that direction. And my tent is right here. You can see the outline of all of that. And all of that was on top of my tent. I was stuck inside of my tent. And this is a little bit after the fact. I took my camp down, but like there's a footprint right there. And there's another one on the back side of my tent over there, and the toes were pointed towards me, so they came from down in there. And there's no way to get back there other than through this area right here, unless you're like, you know, live back there and you're a Bigfoot. This is the most perplexing thing that's ever happened to me. I am mystified, bewildered, stumped, intrigued, confused, befuddled, all at the same time. As I'm sitting here drinking my coffee, I am still perplexed as to what happened last night. I didn't hear a thing. My tent was covered in branches. All of our camping boxes were moved right outside of my tent, stacked up. The footprints that I found in camp, they're big but not too big. They look like bare feet, but it looks like somebody's wearing socks, because there's like horizontal lines, or I guess vertical, depending on which way you're looking at it, but vertical lines running from the heel to the toe, and it doesn't really much look like a, you know, a footprint or like a dermal ridge or anything like that. but it does look like a sock imprint. But I don't know, it's really weird. I'm not saying it was Sasquatch, but could be Sasquatch. The campground is completely empty. We're the only ones here. So I don't know who would just decide to come into the camp in the middle of the night and rearrange everything. Not to mention that my cameras were left out. They weren't taken. My box of camera equipment was out, wasn't taken. So if it was somebody and they're looking to mess with us, then they messed with us. It got me good. But I would think that they would probably also pillage and loot the camp, but they didn't. So that's why I'm a little confused about the whole situation.